Good morning and welcome back to my channel. As you can see by the title of today's video, we're just going to do a quick get to know me. So let's do it. You guys, I'm up to 22 subscribers, which I know if you're like have 1,000 or even 100, you're like, that's nothing. But to me, I have 22 people watching me, so thank you. And keep telling your friends, man. Okay, so if you don't know me, my name is Grace. A lot of people tend to know me by Gracie or call me Gracie, just because that's all of my social media handles. So feel free to call me whatever, Grace or Gracie. I'm 20 years old and from Minnesota. So a little backstory on where I've lived my whole entire life. I am originally from Willmar, Minnesota. Lived there for 4 years, moved to St. Michael, Minnesota, lived there until I was 15, and then we moved, my family and we moved to Florida for the last 5 years, so 15 to 20, and now I'm back, and I am super happy to be back. So I was a dancer for 10 years-ish. Maybe more, maybe less, I don't even know. But I love it so much, and my dream goal is to be a Minnesota Vikings cheerleader someday, but I'm getting married next year, and I'm not ready for it this year. So hopefully in the future. As I said in my first video, I am engaged. We have been together since we were 13 and 14 years old. Today's actually our 7.5 years. We are getting married May 23rd, 2026. I don't want to go into too many details because I'll make more videos on like wedding stuff. I'm really excited about that, but yeah. Okay, a little backstory on us. Again, we met when we were 13, 14 years old. We're technically middle school sweethearts. I saw him on the hallway one time and I was like, yeah, he's gonna be mine, and somehow I manifested that. So, love that. So as I mentioned, I did move, I believe I was 15, it might have been 14 years old, but we weren't even together for 2 years at that point, and even then that's pretty good for being that young and in middle school and high school and everything. But yeah, I moved to Florida and I surprised him for our 2 years. I'll maybe insert the video. But yeah, so we did long distance for 5 years, never once broke up, never anything bad, ever. We have amazing parents. I think, thank God for them every day, because if they wouldn't let us fly back and forth, you never know what could happen. I mean, again, that young and doing long distance, like 1,800 miles away from each other, that's very hard regardless, so I thank them every day. Oh, his name is Harley. I didn't even mention that. He watched my first video and he was like, you didn't even say my name. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. So we got engaged November 3rd, 2024, so it's been about 4 months now. And time is flying, and I'm so excited. We have our grand opening of our venue March 27th. So I'm really excited about that. I should have mentioned we actually moved in with each other November 1st. So just a couple days later, he proposed to me at Elm Creek in Maple Grove. If anyone that is watching knows where that is, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was magical. I loved it and couldn't ask for a better day. We also have a dog. His name is Moose. He's a Bernese Mountain Dog, literally our dream dog, the sweetest soul you will ever meet. He has been at training for the last like 2.5, 3-ish weeks. So we get him back today actually at 2 p.m. So excited. I think those are like the biggest updates that I have with our relationship. Again, as we get closer to the wedding, I'll do more videos on wedding talk and maybe bring you to wedding shows and everything. So So on this channel, I really just want to be posting vlogs, day in my lives. I have always felt like I needed to be a YouTuber. If you know me, you know that I've had multiple YouTube channels, I guess. Harley and I actually had one for the longest time, and I look back and I cringe. They were not okay. But on this one, I really want to just do like vlogs, day in my life, get readies with me, just kind of like fun, normal videos. I also have tried on TikTok to just, keep posting. There's some videos that get like thousands of views and other videos that get like hundreds of views, which are great regardless, but I'm not loving it as much as I like YouTube. I kind of like the more longer form content. It's a lot more fun. And I feel like it can be a lot more creative. So if you want though, follow me on there. I'll probably try to post more aesthetic stuff, I guess. My parents are getting a boat in just a couple of months or a couple of weeks, I don't even know. But the summer vlogs on the river, we're gonna be on St. Croix. So really excited about that. cannot wait. So I did kind of mention this in my first video as well. I am a corporate leasing specialist, so I do all of the lease ups of the buildings before we open. So during construction, after construction, and then I kind of stay there for a little bit until we are all good. Speaking of work, I actually did take the day off today. This year, not to get all sad, but my grandpa passed away just a couple of weeks ago in January, mid-January. So it's been a hectic year so far. It's been kind of just all over. So I needed a day to just kind of, like a mental health day, I'll say. Also, we're getting moved, so I was gonna have to get off at like noon anyway. So just kind of taking it, doing all the fun stuff that I enjoy and love. So I did go to school, college, for about a year and a half. Absolutely hated it. Dropped out. And I'm good. I'm 20. I'm at corporate. Full-time job. I'm loving it. So no regrets. Last one I can kind of think of on the topic of jobs as well is I had a lot of like fun part-time jobs since I was doing long distance and sometimes in school and whatever. I worked at a tax company. I worked at the popcorn house. I worked at a gym. I worked at a restaurant. I kind of just had like a lot of fun jobs. I actually worked with a realtor as well in Florida. That was one of my most favorite jobs. I did like the social media for them. It was super fun. Got to be in like millions of houses and millions of dollar houses, and I loved it because I was trying to get my real estate license, and you never know, I still might in the future, but as of right now, leasing is working great. Alrighty guys, but I think that's kind of all I can think of as of right now. Again, maybe in a couple months, a year, I don't know if things have changed or updates or anything, we can kind of lean back to this type of style of video. But I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.